grew up in the city of Charleston, South Carolina, which at the time of the American Revolution had the largest Jewish population of any city in North America. And so I grew up with the great appreciation of the Jewish culture, the Jewish community, and Hadassah. I'm very grateful for what Hadassah means, and indeed, this month, I was able to visit the Hadassah Hospital in Jerusalem, and I had been there 5 years ago. 5 years ago, my wife and I, it was a extraordinarily sad situation. We visited with small children who had terrible cuts on them, who had survived a homicide bombing attempt on a bus. And it was really horrific in that we discovered that the homicide bomber killed himself, of course. So this time, having visited again Hadassah Hospital, and I was happy to see names of my constituents, Jerry Sue.
I was just going to ask you,
yes.
Jerry Sue.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
Wonderful, Norman.
And Norman Arnold,
Yeah.
longtime friends. And so
wonderful.
I was happy to see their name inscribed. But I was particularly happy that there were no victims on the day that we were there. Tragically, and we did visit the intensive care emergency room, tragically, the very next day on the same streets of Jerusalem that we had driven, there was the bulldozer attack. And again, it was just terrific to understand that a person driven by hate indeed was attempting to go after cars which clearly had women driving the cars with children in the back seat. It was so wonderful this time in visiting Hadassah Hospital, the emergency room, the intensive care facilities, world class, and provided by Hadassah volunteers and donors. I'm just grateful for my association with Hadassah all my life, and I'm so proud that I have indeed visited the hospital in Jerusalem. I'd heard about it all my life. And so, and every time I go, I'm impressed.